Good morning, all you potty mouth Jesus loving followers. So it is Wednesday, the last day of school for Noah, and my senior is now officially out of school. It's amazing, amazingly crazy. He's very, very ready to be done. I, on the other hand, not so much. I'm like ready to go back to kindergarten with them and, be the class mom and all the fun stuff that they let you do where you could still hug them in school and say, I love you, honey. And they would say it back. So it's been kind of a rough week for that. But incredibly, incredibly proud. He is an amazing kid, and I am a little biased, but it's really the truth. So, graduation commencements this Friday. Super excited for that. I had this huge envision of showing up with, how you put their heads on a stick, the cardboard cutouts or whatever, and being completely obnoxious and completely embarrass him because it's what I do and he knows it and whatever. But I've decided against it, which is probably for the best. So we're just going to show up and be respectful adults and, proud parents, which probably is just the right thing to do. So maybe I'll put his head on a stick for his graduation party and run around like a crazy person. So, there's always that. So if you're coming to the graduation party, you never know what you might see. But anyway, I had blood work done last week, and so I have been treatment free for like 2 months, and it has been fantastic. I feel fabulous. I'm still juicing. I'm still eating all the plants, and coming up with new things and new ways slowly. It's time consuming, and it takes a while to really learn, and it is like literally a life change. So it's taking me some time, but I'm getting there. The juices get better and better and better every single day. Like I crave them with beets and cabbage and all the weird things that make you want to puke kind of when you hear it, but I'm telling you, add the carrots, the apples, and some lemon, makes it fantastic. In fact, today I'm drinking it out of a measuring bowl because, that's what I had. And it's almost gone and it looks gross, but it's really, really good. I forgot to start the dishwasher last night, so I'm just like, screw it. I didn't want to hand wash the stuff, so started the dishwasher, grabbed a mixing bowl. Improvise. That's what we do around here. Yesterday and the day before, I was outside all day doing flowers and whatnot. I'm totally getting sidetracked, but I'll come back around. Getting ready for the graduation party, and if you can see a little bit, like, I got my ears sunburnt and swollen, kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. It's kind of crazy. So I'll be wearing my trusty sun hat from here on out. I'm still not supposed to be in the sun, but I really like the sun, and I'm white as a ghost, and I really like a tan, but that might not happen this year. So anyway, the sun hat will be my friend. I woke up this morning, my ear was itching and it hurt, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like cauliflower ear. I kind of freaked, how I am. I just kind of freaked out, but Jamie's like, calm down, Karen. It's fine. You just got a little sun. So suntan lotion, maybe that would be the trick. I do have some of that. I just don't wear it. Suppose I'll be wearing that this year too. Anyway, I digress. Blood work last week turned out fine. The levels weren't like super high by any means, but they are good enough for me to start my PARP inhibitor, the daily chemo drug, in 2 weeks. So, and I emailed the doctor this morning and I said, well, I have an open house on June 5th and I'm not starting it before that because I'm not entirely sure what it's going to do. The side effects are being lethargic, exhausted, very fatigued, and nauseated. And I ain't got time to be all that right now. So another week is not going to kill anything. She said it was fine. So I'll start it June 7th, which I have a busy week that week. I have a busy week the following week. Is there any good time to start something that just might make you sick? No. So I'm going to push through, but I'm going to wait till June 7th. I'm not going to be like down and out for this party. Looking forward to seeing everybody and celebrating my boy. So I want to be me 100%, which is about where I'm at right now. Like literally I feel great. It's so nice. I have energy. I have more stamina. Like I can walk up and down the stairs now at home. Amazing. it's crazy, you know, the things that we do on a daily basis and we just take for granted because we can do them. And then there comes a point where we can't do them, and it just changes your life. And I'm just glad that I can climb up and downstairs again. Walk to my mailbox, you know, whatever, be outside, the simple little things. So it's been good. So I am going to start that drug. And then June 14th, I have an appointment with an office in Grand Rapids. It's a holistic health center, and they work with a lot of cancer patients and other, you know, people with other diseases and chronic illnesses and whatever. So I'm very excited to meet with them. I'm taking all of my medical history, which is what they want. Like the first appointment's like an hour and a half. And then you come back a week later after everything's been reviewed and whatnot, and they go through a complete health plan for you and what potential supplements that I may or may not need. So I'm excited about it. They know way more than I do, and it is a slow learning process for me anyway, trying to do the holistic approach. I was completely against taking the PARP inhibitor, this chemo pill. I just don't want any more drugs. I'm not a fan of the pharmaceutical industry. I have a really hard time with it. But it's like that parable. I don't know if you guys have all heard the parable of the man in the lake, right? So this man is in a lake. I don't know how he got there, but he's in the lake, you know, doggy paddling or whatever. And he says, God, please save me. I'm going to drown if you don't save me. So a boat comes by, and the dude on the boat throws out a life rest or the stupid dinghy thing and says, hey, buddy, grab on. I'll pull you up. No, that's okay. God's going to save me. Have a nice day. Guy's like, whatever, dude. Suit yourself. Second boat comes along. Same thing. Guy throws out the life raft. Hey, buddy, grab a hold. I'll bring you ashore or bring you up on board. The guy says, no, that's okay. God's going to save me. Okay, he leaves. Third boat comes along, same thing, throws the life ring. The guy says, no thanks, God's got me. Guy says, okay, goes away. Guy drowns. Gets to heaven, meets God. He says, God, why didn't you save me? And God says, I tried 3 times and you turned me down. So here you are, right? So that's the parable in so many words. So for me, that like kind of hit me pretty hard the last couple weeks, and I've known that parable for a long time, but I'm pretty stubborn if y'all haven't noticed. So for me, it's you know, God gave the intelligence to these doctors and these scientists and these people that come up with these things that are supposed to help us, right? We have the flu vaccine, we have all these vaccines, although maybe that's not the greatest example. But we have surgeries, you know, you can fix a hernia now. You can help deaf people hear. You can, you know, I don't know about giving the blind sight. I don't know. Anyway, there's things that happen that really, really help people. And it's not due to plants and herbs out of the ground, okay? So as much as I believe in the plants and herbs out of the ground and how they can affect your health for the better, there are also things out there that were given to us through technology and people that do study these things and know a whole lot more about them than I do. So I decided to do both. I am going to take the pill, and I am going to also go the holistic approach. I'm not entirely sure how they'll work together or work with one another, and if that is even a thing. But that's the route that I'm going. That's the decision that I made, and my husband's very happy about it because he did not want me to not take the pill. So when I talked to the neuropath in June, I think that's what they're called, naturopath. You know me in words. So, we'll discuss that. This is the drug that I'm taking, and this is the holistic approach I want to go. And what do you got for me? What can we do? How can we beat this? Because right now they're saying it's not beatable. So maybe we'll prove them wrong. That's the point, right? That's the goal. So that's where I'm at. That's what's happening in my life. And that's it. Just trying to finish stuff outside around the house for this party. And there's a list a mile long, and I kind of have to weed through and be like, okay, order of importance, because this is not all going to get done. I don't even have all the picture stuff done yet, which normally is my forte, and that would have been done months ago, but I am like, I'm a picture freak, so I have millions of pictures of my kids, and it's really hard to pick and choose. Like, I have printed hundreds, and then I'm like, well, this one's really kind of not a great picture, so why would I use this one? And then this one's fantastic, and I'm like, oh, it should be in a frame. Yeah, it is like overwhelming. So I really have to buckle down and just get through it. But it is fun going through them. My dining table is completely covered in pictures and poster boards all around and boxes of pictures, and yeah, and I'm trying to sort by like age group, and oh my gosh, yeah. It's lovely. So hopefully the house will be all cleaned up by the time the party comes. So yeah, that's it. Loving the sunshine this summer. Gosh, it was 70s, 84 yesterday. Rained last night, so all my plants that I got in the ground got a nice good drink. So yeah, things are good. The boys are good. My family's doing great, and I'm super, super blessed and thankful for that. And yeah, one more thing. It had to do with forgiveness. I was gonna totally go into that this morning, and I totally forgot. But real quick, just, you know, if there's people in your life that you could do without, I completely get it. Right there with you. But forgiveness is huge, and if anybody out there just needs to forgive someone, just find it in your heart to do it. You don't have to be friends with them. You don't have to invite them over. You don't have to, like, you know, hang out. But you can still keep them at a distance, but forgive. It's a very, very simple thing that we make so very complicated. And I don't know, I just think it's super important to be able to do. So good luck with that. Y'all have a fabulous day, and I will see you next time. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.